Are you planning to travel UK? Before you book your flight, there is one important question you need to answer. Do you need a UK visa or an ETA or an eVisa? Getting this wrong could cause a serious problem with you when travel. So, in this video, I will explain the difference between these three things and I will explain why checking your status before traveling is so important. If you are not a British citizen or British, you may need a permission to enter to the UK or stay here. But not everyone needs the same type of permission. For some people, it could be a visa. For others, it could be an electronic travel authorization or ETA. And if you already have permission to live in the UK, you may need an e-visa to prove your immigration status. The important thing is that the rules depend on your nationality, your reason for coming to UK, and how long you plan to stay here. Let's find out what is a UK visa means. A visa is officially permission that allows someone to come to the UK for a particular reason. For example, a person may need a visa if they want to come to UK and work. Someone coming to UK to study may also need a visa. There are also visas for people who want to visit family, join a partner, or stay in the UK for a reason. Any other reason. The type of visa you need, it depends on what you plan to do in the UK. For example, imagine someone from another country wants to come to UK for a short holiday or short visit. They may not necessarily need a standard visitor visa, but another person who wants to move to UK for a job could need a work visa. So simply saying I'm traveling to Britain is not enough to know which rules apply. You need to check your own situation. What is an ETA? Yes, ETA is different from the normal visa. It is an electronic permission linked to your passport. It is mainly for eligible travelers who can visit United Kingdom without getting a visa first. For example, imagine you are planning a short holiday in London. You are from a country where visitors do not normally need a visa for a short visit. You may still need an ETA before traveling. The ETA is not the same as a visa. It also does not mean you can automatically live or work in the UK. It is mainly connected to short visit for people who are eligible to travel without a visa. This is why travelers should not assume that I don't need a visa means I don't need anything at all. You may still need an ETA. Remember that. The ETA system is important because the UK is moving towards a more digital border system. Instead of relying only on physical documents, travel permission can be connected electronically to your passport. This means airlines and border authorities can check whether a traveler has the required permission. For someone planning a holiday, this is very important. Imagine arriving at the airport with your passport and luggage, only to discover that you need travel permission before boarding your flight. That could create a major problem. You could face delays, or in some situations, you may not be allowed to travel. That is why checking the rules before leaving homes is so important. Now, let's find out what e-visa is. An e-visa is different from ETA. An e-visa is a digital record of your immigration status in the UK. It can show important information about your permission to live, work, or study in UK. Think of it as your immigration status being stored online rather than relying only on a physical immigration documents. For example, someone who has permissions to live in the UK may need to use their e-visa to prove their rights. This could be important when traveling, starting a job, or renting a home, also accessing certain services. The exact way you use your e-visa depend on your immigration status and your situation. Visa, ETA, and e-visa, these three are not the same. This is where most people get confused. A visa and ETA and eVisa are three different things. Visa is permissions for someone to come to UK for a particular reason, such as work, study, or visiting. And an ETA is a travel permission for eligible people who normally do not need a visa for a short visit. For if you want to make a short visit, you need an ETA basically. You don't need a permissions. I mean, you don't need a visa. An e-visa is a digital record used to show a person's immigration status and rights in the UK. As soon as they go through the systems, they can see all the status, if the person can work in the UK or what rights he has in the UK. That's e-visa.